be better than him that night. 36 minutes, I gotta be better than him.
I got my tool bag and I went to work.
Tough for Tank. I feel like Lamont is going to show us who Lamont is.
Gervonta Davis isn't the least bit shaken by Lamont Roach's latest training footage. If anything, he remains as confident as ever. While many expect him to secure yet another knockout, Davis himself isn't fixated on how the fight ends. Instead, his focus is on delivering a thrilling performance, keeping fans on the edge of their seats, whether they're in the arena or watching from home. He knows knockouts make headlines and boost a fighter's reputation, but for him, it's all about putting his skills on full display. If the knockout happens, great, but it's not the main objective. Davis is stepping into the ring with one goal: total domination. He wants to control the pace, outclass his opponent, and remind everyone why he's one of the most dangerous fighters in the game.
I don't really know about the rounds. Like me, I just want to put on a great show. You know what I mean? Once I put on a great performance, I feel very I'm good. I don't care about if I get the knockout or not. But if I get the knockout, it's lit. I'm just here for put on a great show. Make sure it's a great event. Come March the 1st, make sure everybody in the building is satisfied.
According to Davis, one of the biggest misconceptions about him is that he's just a power puncher. Sure, his knockout record speaks for itself, but he believes his overall boxing skills don't get nearly enough credit. It's not just raw power, it's his footwork, hand speed, and especially his precision that set him apart. Too many opponents make the mistake of thinking brute force is what wins Davis's fights, but the truth is, it's his ability to land clean, accurate shots at the perfect moment. Boxing is all about adjustments, and for 36 minutes, he just has to be one step ahead of Roach. Confident in his preparation and ability to adapt, Davis encourages fans to tune in on fight night to witness his full skill set in action. Whether it ends in a knockout or a dominant decision, one thing is certain: he's stepping into that ring to make a statement.
I think everything's underrated. I don't think people really believe I have good skills. I think they believe I have power. But I would say my footwork. Yeah, I got pretty decent footwork. My hand speed too. No, my placement of my punching. That's what people sleep on. They think it's just power, but it's accuracy. For real. What it's gonna take? Just be better than him that night. 36 minutes, I gotta be better than him. Only 36 minutes. Watch my fight against Lamont Roach on pbv.com.
Lamont Roach's journey to facing Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been a testament to resilience, hard work, and redemption. His path hasn't been easy, but every setback has only fueled his determination, preparing him for the biggest fight of his career. Builds at one point, Roach endured a crushing defeat, one that left him mentally and emotionally drained. It was a defining moment, a test of his spirit as a fighter. As he walked back to the locker room, disappointment weighed heavy on him. But his team was there to remind him, losses don't define a career, how a fighter responds to them does. Instead of letting that moment break him, Roach turned it into fuel. He doubled down on his training, sharpened his skills, and rebuilt himself into a stronger, smarter competitor. Now, he steps into the ring not as the fighter who lost, but as the fighter who refused to be defeated. Determined to prove he belonged among the best, Lamont Roach poured years into relentless training. He refused to see his loss as failure. Instead, he treated it as a lesson, one that would shape him into a smarter, stronger fighter. 4 years of grinding later, he earned another shot at a world title, this time against Hector Luis Garcia. Once again, he was the underdog. Once again, the doubters counted him out. But Roach silenced them all, defeating Garcia to capture the WBA junior lightweight title in one of the proudest moments of his career. The feeling of redemption was overwhelming. Every sacrifice, every setback had led to this. Now, as he prepares to take on Gervonta "Tank" Davis, Roach embraces the challenge. He respects Tank's power, speed, and agility, but he refuses to be intimidated. He believes he has those same tools, and he's ready to prove it in the ring. Roach is fully locked in, prepared to shock the world on March 1st and take down one of the most feared fighters in boxing.
Let me down, you know what I'm saying? We failed as a team, and it ain't going to define us or stop our journey, you know what I'm saying? We will get back here, and next time we will win it.
After I got up off my ass and was like, all right, this ain't where you supposed to be. Let's go show them. Let's go show them where you supposed to be at. I got my tool bag and I went to work.
It wasn't a loss, it was a lesson. It was a big lesson that we learned and took from it and made him a much better fighter.
Trainer Greg Hackett has issued a word of caution to Devin Davis ahead of his fight with Lamont Roach, making it clear that this won't be a walk in the park, even if Davis is the heavy favorite. Hackett believes Roach has the skill set to make this a highly competitive bout, particularly in the early and middle rounds. According to Hackett, Roach will be a tough challenge for Tank, especially in the first half of the fight. He expects Roach to fight smart, relying on his tight defensive style to evade Davis's signature knockout shots. Unlike some of Tank's past opponents, Roach isn't likely to just shell up or retreat. He may be willing to trade shots in close range while maintaining a solid defensive posture. This could lead to key moments where Roach capitalizes on openings, sneaking in sharp hooks or uppercuts when Davis loads up for a big punch. If Roach can execute this strategy effectively, he has a real chance to push Tank in ways few have before.
Tank is a tremendous fighter. Tank has tremendous power. Tank has tremendous speed, agility, whatever the case may be. But little do everyone knows that I do too.
Let him keep talking. Just let him keep talking. We working. World champion for a reason.
They gonna see. I don't give a fuck about what y'all gotta say. That's why I'm here, right here, in this position right now. That's why I'm going to be on top of the boxing world. That's why I'm gonna spoil whatever y'all think gonna happen March 1st.
Hackett predicts a competitive start, with both fighters finding success and trading momentum through the first 6 rounds. However, as the fight wears on, he expects Tank's power and experience to take control. By the 8th or 9th round, Hackett envisions Davis breaking Roach down with body shots, setting up a stoppage in the 10th. One major factor Hackett points out is the magnitude of the moment. Roach has been in big fights before, but this is different. Stepping into the ring against a superstar like Tank under the brightest lights comes with a pressure he's never faced. While Roach may handle it well early on, the relentless nature of a fight against Davis could become overwhelming as the rounds go on. Ultimately, Hackett respects Roach's skills, but believes Davis' power, experience, and ability to adapt will lead him to victory. That said, he warns that Tank can't afford to be reckless in the early rounds. Roach has the tools to make things difficult before Davis takes control.
Lamont's still going to be tough. Tough for Tank. I feel like Lamont is going to show us who Lamont is, but it's going to unfold later in the fight, like around between 8 to 10. And I think Lamont get hurt to the body, and then Tank finish up top and stop him like in the 10th round. I think that because I think Lamont is crazy enough to trade with Tank. I think he's smart enough to be in there with him, and his style is more, more suited for a Tank because it's a tight style. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. I got to stand up. Tank. If you watch Tank, right? Tank make them little short movements and make a little explosive move where he might pull something right for a quick second.
Tank Davis isn't fixated on how his fight with Lamont Roach ends. His focus is on delivering a show-stopping performance. While many expect another knockout, Davis isn't stressing over whether he finishes the fight early or wins by decision. His top priority? Making sure fans get an unforgettable night of boxing. He knows knockouts electrify the crowd, but for him, it's about displaying his full arsenal of skills. People often talk about his power, but Davis believes his overall boxing ability is what truly sets him apart. His footwork, hand speed, and precision are just as crucial as his knockout punch. What makes him dangerous isn't just raw strength, it's the accuracy and timing behind every shot. And on fight night, he's ready to remind everyone why he's one of the most complete fighters in the game.
Trying to dump a big shot. I'm talking about the knockout punches. Lamont's style is here. It's a tighter style. When Tank go to open up, I think Lamont can land little hooks, little right uppercuts, little shit like that. That'll make it a good fight. So, with that being said, Tank gonna have to be careful. But I think it's gonna make Tank smarter because he got to go in there and use the skills. I see them going back and forth for about 6 rounds. And then, you know what I mean, I think Tank can start taking over a little bit. But then hurt him, like I said, with a body shot in the 8th, 9th, stop him in the 10th. I just think it'll go that way. I have no disrespect to Lamont. I like Lamont. But I just think the moment, I think the pressure, I think all of that on top, man, is just, it's going to be a little bit too much. Not too much like he can't handle it, but we got to be honest, he's never been here. He's been there in title fights. He's never been here. It's a little different. It's a little different. You know what I mean?
The criticism that this fight has faced since the rumor started and then since the announcement.
Davis knows that boxing is a game of adjustments, and for 12 rounds, his only focus is being better than Roach in every aspect of the fight. He trusts his training, his experience, and his ability to adapt, giving him full confidence that, no matter how the fight unfolds, he will walk away victorious. More than just winning, Davis is determined to make a statement. Whether he secures a knockout or dominates over 12 rounds, his goal remains the same: to remind the world why he is one of the best in the sport. Fans can expect an explosive, high-energy showdown as Davis steps into the ring once again, not just to win, but to prove his greatness.
People have been talking about, Tank saying that he wants to retire, get himself mentally right. I mean, what went through your mind when you heard that? Because, some people can say, oh, if you win, it's an excuse. He wasn't right in the head or whatever. And at the end of the day, I mean, they might try to discredit you. Is that a concern for you, or is just, just
nah.
You're going to show it off anyway?
Hell no, it ain't no concern for me. Shit, I'm doing what I got to do. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're preparing for the best Tank that there is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to. So, and if we don't, then we'll be doing ourselves. I'll be doing myself a disservice. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. I don't care what anybody else say. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's me and him in the ring. It's me and him competing against each other. So, whether, like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm the best man that night, I'm going to be the best man that night. Or no excuses. Nothing else. So, yeah, for sure. And then, like, as far as him making those remarks, he might really do feel that way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at boxers and forget that we real people, like regular people.
Lamont Roach carries himself with the confidence of a fighter who knows he belongs among the best. For him, stepping into big fights and facing elite opponents isn't a daunting challenge. It's just another day in the ring. While some might find the magnitude of fighting Gervonta Davis overwhelming, Roach insists it feels natural. He believes he is exactly where he's meant to be. Reflecting on his journey, Roach emphasizes that he's always competed at the highest levels. From winning a national championship as a young fighter to taking on top-tier competition throughout his career, he has never shied away from a challenge. His experience stretches across multiple age groups, from his early amateur days to international competition. Even as a teenager, he was already stepping into the ring against grown men, sharpening his skills against world-class opposition. His time with Team USA and his success on the international stage only solidified his confidence. Roach wasn't just another prospect, he was recognized as an elite talent from the start. Signing with Golden Boy Promotions straight out of the amateurs was proof of his skill and potential, skipping the usual grind of local promotions to make an immediate impact on the pro scene. But for Roach, this moment isn't about luck or a rare opportunity. It's just another step on the path he was always meant to take. He doesn't fear the spotlight, he thrives in it. This fight isn't about proving he belongs. In his mind, he already does. Now, it's time to show the world.
That's it. Especially the ones who don't know shit about boxing. It's okay. Like, other than that, you know, it is what it is. Like, and that's 99% of them. Like, I'm okay with people giving their boxing opinion or whatever the case may be, but then it's just like, all right, he's this, he's that, he's gonna, whatever. Like, all right, we'll see.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, you show it in the ring, and that's the easiest way to shut them all out and shut them down is having you succeed.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, my all viewers watching this video.